What's up guys, Romsicle here, back with another review, the show where we look at hype sneakers to see whether they belong on your feet, in the trash, in the donation bin, or on StockX. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Holi-inspired Adidas Human Race NMDs in the Chalk Coral colorway, or as I like to call it, the Hulk colorway, and it's probably one of the most bizarre yet. We're also going to be taking a look at the black colorway as well because my friend copped it, so we're going to have a bit of footage of that too. So let's get right into it. Inside the box we have our two shoes. One shoe says Hue and the other shoe says Hue in Hindi. For the black colorway, it's equality on one shoe and world in Hindi in the other. As for the third pink colorway, it's species on one shoe and human in Hindi on the other. And how do I know this? I actually took the time to go to Google Translate and search up the words, typed all the words in Hindi and all their characters, and translated all the words into English, and that's what I got. So we've seen the human race models before, and they're pretty much all the same, even when it comes down to the original NMD outer sole or the more recent NMD trail soles. We have the full boost midsole with the fish scale appearance like in the CS2s, we have our NMD pods with the protruding line on top, and we also have the lacing cage system, all in a cool matte purple. All of this is made from a tough rubber for support. And here's a shot of the black colorway with the dark purple cage and pods, and it looks pretty clean. Moving on to the upper, it's a full prime knit upper, so you know it's super stretchy. On the toe box, there's a small section where there's a bit of structure to keep the shape of the toe. You can see the difference between the structure and the pure prime knit, and you can also hear the difference as well. Here's another shot of the upper of the black colorway, world in Hindi. Comes with purple laces and extra black laces, and there's an equality shoe as well, and I think it looks better because of how much space the words take up and its contrast to the black. Moving up, the letters are weaved in a white silver stitch on top of the prime knit, and the letters hold the shoe structure a little bit due to the material. And just above that is the stitching between the forefoot and the heel portion in this single green crisscross stitch. The shoe comes with stock green laces with gray accents everywhere, and it also comes with a second pair of laces in a peach color, also with gray accents. This pink matches the color of the tongue and the outer lip of the shoe opening, as well as the outer sole. Moving to the back tab, there's a highlighter green leather logo tab, textured on one side and fuzzy on the underside. It's actually pretty soft. The right foot has the Adidas trefoil logo, and the left shoe has the Pharrell equals sign logo, both in a glossy white. As for the heel, the only support is the middle section where it is stitched together with another single green crisscross stitch. The opening is a bit tight, but it is still a little bit stretchy, so your ankles will still be hugged. The back tab of the black shoe looks great because of how stealthy the leather tab is, and the logo looks like it's floating and is definitely a much cleaner design. On the inside of the shoe, we have another layer of prime knit in highlighter green for cushioning and ankle support. As you can also see, the underside of the forefoot is all white, since this shoe started off as a white canvas. Just like all NMDs, there is no removable insole, and as for these shoes, the insole is filled with colorful human biology terms, which I find to be pretty cool. Finally, on the bottom, the outer sole is a pink trail sole, with deep ridges for traction, and there's much more rubber on these soles in order to compensate for the extra durability of these outdoor soles. And the sole's model number, as you can see from the front of the toe, is R41360. Unlike the corals, the black colorway's insides are multicolored. It's split in the middle, with the medial side being more purple and the lateral side being more peachy in color. Also, the black treads definitely make this shoe more wearable, since the dirt doesn't seem to show up as much on these outsoles in comparison to the other three colors. If you haven't noticed already, the shoe's colorway patterns are extremely random and not systemized whatsoever, and they are asymmetrical to each shoe. So both of these shoes do not have the same pattern whatsoever. It has its own very thing, which is kind of cool, and it brings a kind of tackiness vibe to it, but it's a good kind of tackiness. The colors pop up really well because it's a never before seen colorway, and it's almost like a random splatter of paint went on it and that was it. But it also has the human race silhouette that's very unique, and no other shoe has it, which makes this shoe all the more unique. What I personally find really interesting is that these paint schemes are not random whatsoever. They don't just have a canvas paint and they just randomly throw paint all over it. These are all systematic, and every single shoe, every chalk coral colorway has this pattern. So it has this dark line right here that you see. It kind of looks like a crease, but it's not. And all these parts are exactly the same in every single shoe. I don't know if that is incredible or just straight up next level production. As for sizing, you'll definitely want to go either half size down or full size down because these shoes are huge. I'm a size 9 true to size. These are a size 9 and they do not fit me whatsoever, and I almost have like an inch of space in the front. Also, it's because there's also prime knit. That means it's going to stretch to your feet when you wear them, so getting a smaller pair would definitely benefit you the most if you're going to wear these. If you're going to put in an insole, half a size down would probably be your best bet, but you can also still go a half size because the prime knit will stretch and it'll be lenient to your foot shape. I don't know if the shoe is scaled to proportion, but I feel like the width is a bit wider, so even people with wide feet, you guys can also go half size down or a full size down. This shoe is actually really heavy in my opinion, and I assume it's because of the super thick outer sole, and when it's in your hands it feels really hefty, kind of like an ankle weight, so these shoes are definitely not for running. So the question is, would you buy these to wear? Personally, I don't think I can. For someone who has a wardrobe mostly of black and blue, having this shoe out on my feet with my current outfit would have this pop up too much and the overall design wouldn't match at all. But if you are someone who likes to wear lighter colors, like a white pullover and light denim, this would be an easy way for you to accentuate this color, but also have the design matching really well with your outfits. So the final conclusion is, are these dope shoes worth copying? I personally think so. These shoes were made and they were inspired by the Holi festival, aka the Festival of Colors in India, and I think it was a really creative decision to use that concept and put it into a colorway that's very unique and never before seen. Also, if you see anyone at the Holi festival wearing this pair or any pair in the Holi inspired human race collection, that is a cool dude, and I think having these shoes represent a festival is a really good homage. Also, the human race NMDs will continue to be one of the more rare shoe models out there. I mean, they released 8 of them within the past year, but it's still a pretty rare shoe and you don't see them that often in the streets. So if you want to cop a rare pair of sneakers, this is it. As for me, I'll definitely let someone else cop these for the streets. And that's it for these shoes. The colorway continues to be a cool homage to the Festival of Colors, the Holi Festival, and this vividness of the shoe will definitely catch people's attention if you wear them in the streets. And the silhouette, in my opinion, is still one of the best in the market to this day. Super unique silhouette, super unique colorway. You can't ask for any more uniqueness than that. The shoes right now are going for around $500 USD or so the resale price isn't crazy, but it's also still there. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hopefully you ended this video learning a lot more about the shoes and its appearance than when you started. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more content like this and for more W's for me to review more dope shoes for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.